Hi guys, today we will continue the partnership and then today we will start the types of partners. Then first I will partners, the persons who are actively take the part in partnership firm, or they can invest, or they are coming only for the work, or we can speak their name and fame is better for our organization and we will allow to them as a partner, then as a member, then we can speak these are the partners. Then first I will try to tell you the various types of partners. Various types of partners are there according to their work, according to their investment, according to their contribution, and they are calling like general oblique active partner, sleeping or dormant partner, secret partner, nominal partner, partner by estruples, partner by holding out, etc. Then I will tell you one by one some of the partners. Then the first partner is general oblique active partner, or we can speak the working partner. Such type of partner contributes capital and takes active part in the management of the firm. Then we will go with the next type of a partner, that is a sleeping or dormant partner. Such type of a partner contributes capital but doesn't take active part in the management of the firm. Then the next one is secret partner. Secret partner, by name it is very clear, he is only for the secrecy. He is maintain the secrecy in the firm. Then such partner contributes capital and takes active part in business, but his association with the firm is hidden from the general public. The next one is nominal partner. Then such a nominal partner is one. A nominal partner is one who allows the use of his name and goodwill for the benefit of the firm and can be represented as a partner. Then partner by estruples. Partner by estruples. A partner by estrupal is one who by his words or conduct gives an impression to others that he is a partner of the firm. The next one is a partner by holding out. A partner by holding out is one who is actually not a partner but allows himself to be represented as one by the other partners. Then now the after the types of partner, the next content is minor as a partner in a partnership firm or not. Then partnership is based on legal contract between two persons who agree to share the profits or losses of a business carried on by them. Since a minor is incompetent to enter a valid contract with others, he cannot become a partner in any firm. However, a minor can be admitted to the benefits of a partnership firm with the mutual consent of all other partners. In such cases, his liability will be limited to the extent of the capital contributed by him in the firm. A minor can share only the profits and cannot be asked to bear the losses. Now after this content, we have a next content is types of partnership. Partnership can be classified on the basis of two factors, that is duration and liability. Then first, on the basis of duration, the partnership is again divided into the two parts, that is the partnership at will and particular partnership. Then first I will try to tell you about the partnership at will. Then partnership at will, the time period or the purpose of this form of partnership is not mentioned at the time of its formation. It can continue for any length of time depending upon the will of the partners. The next type of partnership is particular partnership. Then it is a partnership formed for a specific time period or to achieve a specified objective. It is automatically dissolved on the expiry of the specified period or on the completion of the specific purpose. Then after the basis of duration, we have the next one, classification, that is on the basis of the liability. Then on the basis of the liability, partnership may be divided into the, again, into the some parts. These are general partnership, limited partnership, and one more is there, that is a limited liability partnership. Then I will try to tell you about the classification of the partnership on the basis of the liability. Then first one is general partnership. In this form of partnership, the liability of all the partners is unlimited. This is the traditional and most common form of business. Then limited partnership. In limited partnership, the liability of at least one partner is unlimited, while other partners enjoy limited liability. This type of partnership was initially not identified in the Indian Partnership Act of 1932. It gained recognition after the introduction of new small enterprise policy in 1991. This policy allowed the formation of these partnerships so that small entrepreneurs can raise capital from cautious investors. Then we have one more type of a partnership in the liability basis partnership, that is calling the limited liability partnership. That is, in a short, we can speak LLP. This form of partnership came into existence with the passing of Limited Liability Partnership Act of 2008. It is a corporate form of organization that provides the benefits of limited liability and allows the partners the flexibility of organizing internal structure as per the mutual agreement between them. The liability of each partner is limited to the capital contributed by them. Then after this content we have a next, that is a partnership deed. Then partnership deed, as we have already discussed, a partnership arises on the basis of agreement, whether written or oral, implied between the partners. The written agreement containing the terms and conditions of the partnership is known as partnership deed. The partnership deed contains provisions relating to various methods like name of firm, nature and location of business, duration of business, investment made by each partner, distribution of profit and loss, duties and obligations of the partners, salaries and withdrawals of the partners, terms governing admission, retirement and expulsion of a partner, interest on capital and interest on drawings, procedure for dissolution of the firm, preparation of accounts and their auditing, method of solving disputes. Then after this, the next content related to the partnership is registration of partnership. Registration means, you know better, getting the name of partnership firm registered with the registrar of firms of the area in which the place of business of the firm is situated or proposed to be situated. It is optional for a partnership firm to get registered. However, it should be registered as it provides a conclusive proof of the existence of the firm. Also, non-registration renders the various limitations to a partnership firm. These limitations are: a partner of an unregistered firm cannot file a suit against the firm or other partners. The firm cannot file a suit against third party, and the firm cannot file a case against the partners. Then overall today our partnership is over. Have a good day, guys.